When it comes to listening and telling the harsh truths about life, 79% of the people across the globe simply avoids that to escape that uncomfortable feeling. And since you have clicked on this video, you're probably done escaping from yourselves and want to know the real truth about the UI UX design. Hi, my name is Chetan Mishra and I'm a UI UX designer at a SaaS-based startup. And today, what I'm gonna tell you about is 4 years ago from now, when I was watching my first ever video on how to become a UI UX designer. So, when I first heard about the term UI UX design, the internet made it sound like a perfect job. With a good creative freedom, flexible working hours, a decent amount of salary, and most importantly, one simple tool, Figma. But what internet didn't tell me how stagnant or difficult this journey would become over a period of time for me. That how often I have to question my skills and my decisions every time I'm facing any failure or rejection. How often I have to spend weeks and months designing the screens that will never make to a real project. So today I have decided to give you the 3 major harsh truths about the UI UX design industry, not to scare you but to prepare you for basically what's coming and maybe what you are currently facing right now. So without any further ado, let's get started. Well, the number one truth about the UI UX design industry is that UI UX design is not just about Figma or Dribbble. Most of the people still thinks that UI UX design is just about Figma. They still think that creating a few screens by taking some futuristic reference from Dribbble or Behance and connecting some dots to create a functional prototype will gonna make you a UI UX designer. Well, the truth is it won't. UI UX design is a great mixture of the creative thinking as well as logical and the practical thinking. The UI in the UI UX stands for the creative part of a designer, where you basically have to enhance and put out your creativity in designing the interfaces that looks functional. Whereas when it comes to the user experience, you have to start thinking logically and practically. You have to understand how humans function, what is human psychology, how we humans react, behave, act, take actions and rest of the other things. And once both of these things are combined, then it makes you a good UI UX designer. And after that, there comes the part of the business perspective and the business sides of the UI UX design, where basically you have to understand how your design or your design actions will gonna impact a business in the longer run. How placing a button in the right side, not in the left side, will gonna bring amount of users that will make money for the company. So this is where the UI UX starts to become really challenging, and this is where the difficult parts of the UI starts to kick in. And post that comes the AI, because currently AI in this particular scenario is good with the logical and practical sort of thinking, but when it comes to creative thinking, the AI still is underperforming because the prompt needs to be optimized to get the desired output, and currently the output is completely dependent on the designer's creativity. So until and unless you are a good designer with a good creative thinking, the AI will not gonna help you. Alright, moving on to the truth number 2 of the UI UX design industry, that it's gonna take you more than an year and even more. If you go online and try to search for the videos, you will have 1 month, 3 months or the 6-month roadmaps or even the cohorts and the degrees. But these cohorts or degrees and even the videos you are watching is not sufficient for you, because it's gonna take you more than an year. Whenever these videos or the cohorts are designed, these are particularly designed in the format to cover the UI UX design only. Well, when it comes, as I currently discussed, the UI UX design is more about human psychology, business, as well as the designing. When I was starting out, I was a graphic designer earlier. I was doing the graphic design and I already knew what the designing is. What are the different principles of the designing is, which is basically consistency, hierarchy, color theory, contrast, and all of the different domains of the design's principles. So once these principles are covered, then you will start moving on to the UI UX design. And these are the things which are not currently covered in the courses or cohort you actually take or the roadmap videos you actually watch. Suppose that if you are watching a video, most of the videos are ended with you making a portfolio and reaching out for the jobs. Then the real picture comes in, that when you are basically applying for the jobs and you are not getting any results, right? You are not understanding the business side of perspective. You are not able to justify your salaries. You are not able to justify your ask. So these are all things that are not covered in those videos, and this is what basically I'm trying to tell you, that it will take you more than an year to understand, master and get a decent amount of job. And currently the UI UX market in terms of job is currently flooded with the UI UX designer. Earlier when we were starting out, there was no such competition, there were no degrees, and we were starting out without a degree and being a self-taught designer. But right now there are so much courses, cohorts, and even the design degrees which are coming up that are currently required by the recruiters, and that is why it is becoming very difficult for you to get a job in the UI UX design industry right now. And the bare minimum salary, if you could expect, the stipend in an internship would be around 10,000, and for the good amount of salary with the good portfolio would be somewhat around 15 to 25k only. Most of the people are telling you that you will get a 1 lakh of job or maybe even more, but the majority of the designers out there are still stuck at the 15 to 25k of the mark. Alright, so moving on to the truth number 3, that there is no perfect roadmap. See, we have given you multiple type of roadmaps, cohort and the courses about the UI UX design industry, but the real truth is that all of these roadmaps are designed in a particular manner or the particular format, and I want you to consider all these roadmaps as your raw material to decide and make your own roadmaps. Try investing 15 days or probably a 1 month researching on different types and different domains of the UI UX design, and then prepare your own personal roadmap to follow. In terms of the UX, we call it cognitive overload or cognitive bias, which means when you have a lot of information to gather from, you always keep trying to gather all of the information that is currently available and always keep delaying the decision to take or action to perform. And this is where the currently UI UX design industry, there is so much information out there that you often end up in the loop of continuous gathering and not taking any sort of a decision. And this is why I'm telling you, there is no perfect roadmap. You have to research, create your own personal roadmap depending on the how much time you want to invest in, depending on what your constraint is, depending on what type of laptop or maybe phone or what type of skills you're currently having. So considering all of these things, you have to prepare your own personal roadmap and try to follow that only. Stop blindly following the roadmaps which we are basically giving you. You have to prepare each and everything by researching with the help of AI. Currently you can use ChatGPT, Gemini or many of the AI tools to basically create a research and the roadmap. If you want any sort of videos regarding how to use AI and all of the other tools, please do let me know down in the comments. I'll be creating the video for all of those things as well. So that's it for this video. Please make sure to share it with someone who must be needing this, and make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more upcoming episodes. My name is Chetan Mishra. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you for watching this video at the very end. Now I have an announcement for you. You can now block my calendar for 30 minutes for one-on-one mentorship or the guidance by scanning this QR code or by clicking in the link in the description. Thank you.